Good morning, woodchucks. Yes, it is April 1st. Let's see what happens over winter. Are the apples ready? Nope, no apples. Not even the green apples are even up here. All right, okay, that's... I mean, we did sleep 6 months here, so nothing on the apples, I suppose. Is the greenhouse ready? As I check the beehives as well. So don't pick an apples. The greenhouse, yes, the greenhouse looks like it is definitely ready. I think I'm going to actually just plant probably just pumpkins, because that is an easy recipe for us to gather all the materials. The recipe I'm talking about, I actually don't even remember the name of it, but it just requires mushrooms, pumpkins, and milk. And we got tons of pumpkin seeds, so let's go ahead and plant these on down. But yeah, that's an easy recipe to get. We can get the milk up the hill. Of course, the mushrooms you can get out in the wilderness. And of course, well, here are the pumpkins right here. Use them all up. Well, I'm not going to use them all up. I'll make sure we got everything filled up. How are we doing moisture-wise? Yeah, well, you know what? We're in here. Let's go ahead and make sure that the greenhouse is good for a few days. And make sure it says door only. Alright, so the greenhouse is all set. Of course, I'm kind of excited to see, did our boards dry within quote-unquote a day? Because we did sleep through October, November, December, January, February. Yeah, so we slept 6 months. So, I mean, they've been in there 6 months, so they should be dry, right? I mean, you would think so. Let's go find out. So, yeah, I got them in there yesterday afternoon. Well, actually, I mean yesterday afternoon, September 30th. So, yeah, we did last episode on the last day of the season, which I was correct. And... oh, nope, they're not even close to... no, so the boards do not... the boards don't recognize that they've been there for 6 months. Yeah, they only lost 5% humidity. So, so much for that. Yeah, so we are down to... where's the number I'm looking for? 48 crates, which is fine. I mean, that is still plenty. No wood chip boards or chip boards ready to be made. So, yeah, we're pretty much all set here in the mill. Nothing to go ahead and make or rebuild. What do we got for quest today? Transport, find the missing sheep, and transport. 2 transport jobs, but I think we're actually going to start the day. Oops, I don't want to forget. Got to come up here to our little putt-putt tractor and go over here and we'll buy some milk.
Hello, can I help you?
Hello. Yes, I want the eggs and the milk that you have every day. So we'll go ahead and buy those and those. And that's all I really do for the most part. If I do go past another store, maybe we'll swing in and buy some eggs, milk, and any vegetables, raw vegetables that they may have. Thank you very much. Yeah, I don't use the pantry at all until my inventory gets full. I won't bother using it. Let's jump on down to... is it this one? Nope, that's the forklift. I don't want the forklift. I need... this thing, the 134. Wow, I left my logging trailer out all winter. That's not good. Yeah, so we're going to go up the hill to our 2 pieces of land that we do have. Well, I got more than 2 pieces of land. 2 pieces of land that actually have trees on it. We're going to start chopping down some trees. I think it would have been kind of interesting if they started us off in Lumberjack's Dynasty using an axe. But, yeah, that probably would have been kind of frustrating. I don't know. But when we do start off get to use a chainsaw that Uncle Charlie... did Uncle Charlie give us a chainsaw to start with? At least he gave us that, right? And no sense in stopping talking to those 2 over there. I don't want Uncle Charlie to know that we have over $100,000 in the bank account, because he'd be like, well, are you going to pay me anything on the mill? I'm like, nah, I'll pay you off all at once. You don't need it right now. You look happy over there. Oh, and someone did mention, because I did try it, actually the last day of the season... I've been talking about a couple of the jobs that don't really work out that well. So over here on the map, I've been talking about a house that has a 4-pitch roof, and I said, yeah, you can't repair the roofs. You just can't get to a couple of the hammers. And they left a comment in that video. I'm going to say it's like 4 videos ago or something like that. They said, oh no, the hammers are inside the windows. So I went back and, yeah, I know the hammers are inside the windows, but I cannot get them to, I can see the hammers. I just can't get close enough to the hammers to actually finish fixing the roofs. All right, chainsaw. Yes, that's going to help us out. How many trees I got left? I only got 12 trees left on here. I say only 12 trees, but that's a lot of trees for one day, especially if I don't use the potion. I wonder if I'll use the potion later on. Maybe not. Because right now, I'm not in that much of a rush because the crates, yeah, those... It would have been really good if we woke up this morning and those crates I put in were all dry. I'd have been, oh, great, use another 32. Then, yeah, we would be getting kind of low on some crates. So now we want to start stockpiling up some crates waiting to be made. Just because with Lumberjack Dynasty, who knows when an update's going to come up. And if James' quests start activating, we start building some houses, it's going to be interesting to see if James, our business partner, in a way we got two business partners. We got our Uncle Charlie, and of course we got James. But with James, we were able to use wet planks to build up the summer houses. I wonder when they make up the update, is it going to be back to dry planks? Who knows? Who knows? But anyways, I want to make sure we at least have a good amount of planks waiting to be created. And of course, every time we bring logs on down, we'll get wood chips and bark. Now in the future, I'm pretty sure, because some people have asked, I didn't put it in the update video either, just when you think, you know, I'm like, let's make an update video, and it won't be that long, and end up being, what, 25 minutes long, and there were still some things I probably could have gone over. But yeah, when you go pick up the wood chip boards, it will say, you know, you can take these boards and go sell them, or you can do other things with them. Some people are saying, what other things can you do? Yeah, we might be able to build furniture here in the future with them at some point. I know the devs have talked about it, so we shall see. Also, as for replanting trees, I think they're going the route of you have to plant seedlings down. It's like all these little things here, these bushes are not going to grow into trees. They're going to just be bushes. So if I want to keep them there until we actually know, and they're not bothering me at all. And if a bush happens to get trimmed up, well, a bush gets trimmed up. Don't care. Alright, so we're going to do this thing when a tree falls through. It's kind of funny when a tree falls through, because when it does, am I going to be able to trim this up before it keeps spazzing out on me? Alright, sometimes when it spazzes out, if you just walk into it and push it, it can fix itself. Now it's on me. There we go. Just keep fiddling with the tree. You can kind of like move it with yourself, or have it land on you like I just did and move it, and it'll stop doing that. Alright, let's get all these cut up as much as we can. Bring them on down to the mill. Yeah, we really haven't been cutting any trees since, well, the cooking update came out, where we used the elixir and just cut down a zillion trees. So yeah, I will be doing social quests as much as I can. Sometimes, though, you keep doing transport jobs, driving back and forth, back and forth. I do like the idea that it's different than Farmer's Dynasty, to where we just park the vehicle and teleported. Now we can't do that, so yeah, it makes it so it's not as easy. But after a while, just driving back and forth on the map, it starts to get to be a little repetitive. But it feels good to have over $100,000 in the bank account. Yeah, so we're, like I said, we're about 40% of the way of having all the cash for Uncle Charlie. But then again, probably just as soon as I get enough cash to pay him off in full, an update will come up, and all the new vehicles will start being able to be purchased. And be like, no, I'd rather fiddle around with those. Not that I need those vehicles at the moment. I'm pretty satisfied using the logging trailer that we have. But if we start to get to where our forests are getting further and further away from the mill, and that's the only drop-off point we could use, yeah, just having a regular vehicle with a crane on it would be pretty good. Have to see how much those are when they come out. No ETA on those at all. If you're wondering what the update, there was an update. Oh, let's see, when is this video going to go out? Yeah, so there was like an update like 4 days ago, a small little update. And you're wondering what that was all about. That was, they were adding languages to the game. So, all right. So on this land, there's actually 22 trees. So there's actually two different pieces of property here that we're on. So that's why this one has 22, and that one over there now probably has what, 10 trees, something like that. But yeah, the update a couple days ago, though, I think it was like a 2 megabyte file that we had to download. An update, yeah, it was just, they added maybe like about half dozen languages to the game. Put away these branches. And after this tree here, I think we'll start loading up. I don't want to get too many trees on the ground because it gets kind of, can get kind of clustered once in a while. Actually, at the end of the last episode, when I went around to do the quest, I ran into my future wife once again. I can't help myself. I just saw this tree and was like, let's cut this one down. She's way over on the west side, though, but that's the way it seems to be. I always seem to pick the one that's way away, but there's a reason why I picked this fine young lady. And if you follow the channel long enough, you might even know who it is, but I've kind of mentioned it before a couple times. Stop rolling. Alright, are you all set? You sure? Oh no, you're going to fall through. See, I only trimmed one branch and the whole tree debranched itself. Cut it in the middle so maybe it'll stop bouncing. It would be kind of cool if they had like an upgraded chainsaw. But I don't think that's going to be, I don't think it would be a thing because, well, now we got the potions that we can use to make us cut faster. Now see, that time I cut the tip of the tree off and the tip stayed there. Yeah, all these bushes, once we really know how we're going to replant trees, I may come in here and start cutting up a lot of these bushes and just get rid of them. Alright. Around and around, and we'll grab the crane and start loading up. Not going to be too concerned, try to get them in there nicely to get a good load on each trip because, well, we don't have to go too far. I remember when I bought this trailer, I was a little hesitant about it. I'm like, oh, I don't need it. I'm going to wait for the other vehicle to come along. But I'm glad I did because it's been a while now. So, and this one does hold, it doesn't look like it's that much bigger than the other one, but I think it holds almost twice as much. Now, the tractor kind of has to be, well, the trailer itself kind of has to be almost near a full stop in order for a log to drop in it sometimes. It's like if you just saw me, the tractor was rolling forward a little bit and it would not let me drop the log because it was rotating or moving. And the same can be said if the trailer is at a steep angle, it may not be able to be dropped off. Alright, let's go find another set of logs here. Shouldn't be too hard because I cut down enough trees. It's kind of, like I said, a little disappointed when I woke up and we went and checked our planks. I'm like, oh, there's still 95%. Well, that was not what I was hoping for. Because it would have been awesome if those were completely dry and we went and sold them. We would have had, you know, over 110,000. Right now, I don't plan sleeping weeks at a time. We might do so in the future, although I should have enough social points now. Usually in Farmer's Dynasty, I'm trying to compare it to that and the way it kind of works. 50,000 social points is kind of important to have in your, I don't want to say, should I say inventory? Because usually sometimes you need that to start flirting with the ladies. I think that's what I got told in Farmer's Dynasty before, is that log's not going to stay there. Oh, that log will stay there. Alright, interesting. But we'll have plenty to do when an update comes out, and there'll be a whole bunch of quests to do. Alright, I'm getting more logs on here than I can remember doing so before. But then again, it has been a while since I kind of had cut down some trees, it seems like. Because we've had so many wet planks waiting to be created that I was like, well, I don't need to go and cut any trees anytime soon. Alright, so that log is going to... I thought about floating away. Alright, I will just grab... Usually I grab a big log so it doesn't take up our inventory, but we'll just do that. Trying to find the best way out of here. Really haven't been in this section of the forest at all, but there's a way out of here. Just gotta watch out for traffic. Traffic in Lumberjack's Dynasty is a... If you play Farming Simulator enough, yeah, the traffic here is pretty movable. You can almost... I had a car hit me as I was walking across the street once, and the car just about bounced away from me. I'm like, He-Man I am. Yeah, so now with the mill and the house, and I mean everything's all repaired, upgraded, I think. But yeah, I think everything's all set there. Yeah, reloading the game. Some parts of the barn, some of the wood changed to certain colors, like it was stained or something already. Kind of like the doors here on the mill. Like when I repaired them, they were brown like everything else. Then light brown. Then when you reload the game, the doors turned into a dark brown color. So probably for the next few episodes or whatever, we'll be just probably cutting down some, deforesting those 2 forests that we got left, and then we'll have to start looking around and thinking, all right, where do we go from here? Of course, it's going to be definitely forest around this drop-off point. That's what I'm saying. It'll be a lot more better once the other drop-offs start working, because then you can kind of roam around the map a little bit more. And if you ever get to the point where you're dropping off logs here, because it's happened to me a couple times, sometimes the logs get caught up on something. You can actually go in the water, and if your health and well, not your health, but your food and sleep are high enough, you can pick up the logs while you're in the water, and then move them. And also for here, because I've done it, you don't really necessarily have to drop off the logs here. I picked up a log by hand, and actually went over there. I was between where the mill picks them up and the wood chip board factory. I actually dropped a log in there manually by hand without a crane. Dropped it in there, and it flowed on down to the mill. So that's a thing. But I think it's going to be kind of awesome when they get the other like drop-off points are really far away from the mill, and you drop them into the river, and they slowly go on down the river. It could be like a day later, and you'll see you'll be like going across the road and like, oh, there's some logs floating down through here that I put in here a couple days ago. But I'm trying to figure out how they're going to do it, because you probably, if you've been playing long enough as well, you probably have seen it a couple times. You cross a river, and the river is awfully shallow, so you can drive a vehicle across. And I'm trying to think, how are logs going to go down through here? Yeah, so now we're going to be kind of like in a stockpile kind of a mode. Not with the wood chip board, we'll be selling those. Same thing with the dry planks. When they're ready, we'll just sell those. But as for getting some just plank crates being stockpiled up in the mill, everything else we'll keep on selling, because, yeah, we still need another $150,000 to pay off this guy over here, wherever he is. It does seem like a lot of money. But, you know, we do expect some more quests to come along. Like I said, with James. Remember, I talked about this before, though. With James, we repaired, well, we built up the summer houses. And we got $5,000 just then. So, being business partners, I would assume we would get more cash. But we'll find out when the update comes along. And, of course, now we got cooking. As we saw at the end of last episode, we made some meals, and man, definitely got a lot of cash from cooking. Do you want to drop somewhere? There you go. And another thing I will mention, because I didn't mention it also in the hints and tips video, because a lot of people still ask me how to get to level 3 on, what task are they? Building a Lumberjack level 3. I did it just by doing the main quest line. That's all I did it. I think if you complete the main quest line, you should have no problem. The only quest we got left for us is paying off Uncle Charlie. I was like, there's got to be another tree around here somewhere. Well, there's plenty of trees. I mean, ones that we cut down. Oh, why did you not load up? There you go. Now you're in there. Not in there the way I like you to be in there, though. So let's pick you up. Maybe. If I can find it. There it is. So I'm also kind of hoping up at one of the stores there is a platform trailer, if you will, that we can put crates on. I'm hoping that will hitch up to the platform truck that we have, so we can make our trips really count going on down to the mill. Alright, let me go ahead and back this up and just to get it out of the way. Nine trees left on this property, so let's try to clear out some of the property. You know what? I'm cutting down these shrubs. Let's just get to the point of get out of my way. Yeah, so the elixir or potion, whatever you want to call it, I still got one of the two in my inventory. I may just, you know, it's not like I'm keeping it because I can definitely make more of them. But I may keep it for a day, like when I have to do a job or something like that. When I need to rush a job or get the job done, I'll probably use it. I could sell it for like 80 bucks. But right now, we'll just hang on to it. There we go. Finish cutting these all up. It's here somewhere, right? Right there. I probably should look at the map and start planning the next forest I want to buy. I'm actually thinking about going across the river, across from the mill, because that wouldn't be too bad. Because there's a couple places you can actually, I mean, you obviously go over the bridge, but there is a place that's much easier to cross. And of course, money's not a problem now to buy some more land. But I got a few days worth of trees here to finish cutting up. Will you stop rolling down the hill that way? But now I'll probably wait until we get tons of wood chip boards and we'll bring them on down. It'll be a nice selling day. We'll make a whole bunch of cash. Maybe when we get to like 30 or 40 wood chip boards is when we'll bring it on down. Alright, let's grab these two trees here, bring them back on down to the mill. We'll drop them off into the river. Stupid log, get back in there. You're coming with me whether you like it or not. What is with this? Ah! The first trailer we did, all the logs dropped in were no problem. Now I'm getting to where some of the logs just want to slide right back out. Now I'm kind of curious though, when we finally do go back to planting trees. That's it, when we finally go back to doing it. When we do get to plant trees, what's going to happen to all these stumps that we have out here? I kind of suggested a stump grinder kind of a thing. I'm kind of stuck on something, I think. Nope, we're free. Yeah, knowing me, I'm probably will be doing the daily quest in the meantime, just to get. I mean, it's not too bad when you get. The way I look at it, when you get 3 transport jobs in a day, that's like $1,000. I mean, you don't get social points, but that's fine. Finding sheep, I really haven't done that in quite a while, honestly. I may need to get back to doing that. As we saw, I don't need any greenhouse seeds for a while. I got plenty of those. But finding herbs, I could just drive around and instead of finding sheep, just go around and look for the animals on the side of the road. I mean, after a while, you get to kind of know where they're going to be, where the animals are, and you can go there and look for the herbs and all that fun stuff. I mean, it's great when you get done and you can make like 7 bottles of shampoo and 6 bottles of lotion, and you know, that's a good amount of cash. Those lovely little animals over there, right across the road. I probably should have a wood chip board already sitting there because I had plenty of wood chips. Yep, there's one sitting there. That's gonna make me feel a little sad now for a while every time I go past those dryers, knowing that I slept all winter. 6 months. They were in the dryer for 6 months. I thought they were going to be dry. But when we came out the door this morning, I didn't see any apples on the tree either. I'm like, well, maybe not. Yeah, so next forest we might buy will be the one probably right there, right across the river. Because, I mean, I can cross the bridge, which is over there by Oliver's, and come back over here and drop them off. Or I can cut this right across the river, because it's kind of shallow right there. And definitely do not leave your tractor and trailer parked right where we have it now, because I had 2 times where the trailer fell through. A few more and we'll park this up for now. And last log of the day. And this is where I've been parking it recently. The reason why I park it here is because in between episodes when I'm doing day by day and doing social jobs, I leave here to teleport it because I'll be like, wait, how many days do I got left in these boards? Easy to come around and just find out that way. Actually, you don't see nothing actually being done in here, do you? I wonder if that'll be added, because I mean they got the mill pretty much all animated at this point. So that's how many logs we got left from the first that we brought, first trailer that we brought on down. Just waiting for a log to be cut. As it rolls on down. And one should be picked up. And crates are being made once again. So we gained about, what, 2 crates so far today? Not too bad. Yep, mill is fully operational. I can't wait to get Uncle Charlie paid off so the arrow on the screen can go bye-bye. It's too bad that I can't take off that that quest so the arrow's not always there. I mean, it's not that annoying, but then sometimes it is, because no matter where you look on the screen, there's an arrow trying to point you back to that quest. And then, of course, once we get Uncle Charlie paid off, we can take down the for sale signs. You think he would just take them down, knowing that we kind of agreed to try to repay off the mill and the house and all that. And I did mention, yep, we'll start trimming down some of the bushes around here as well. Start making the house look a little bit better. Make sure I trim the bushes only. Yeah, we'll just do a couple here and there once in a while. Just make it look more respectable around here. Well, I mean, we've done that pretty much already. Because, I mean, this house was, I mean, the house and everything around here was terrible. Had holes in the wall. I'm going to say, don't tell me I can't cut that one. And there we go. Let's kick the tires on the fire. Kick the tires on the fire? I have no idea where that came from. Yeah, so that, what land? This one right here. That looks like a decent size property right there, almost half a hectare. So yeah, so there's like a little bit of an area right here that you can cross the river on, so that might work out rather well for us. But yeah, let's go ahead and sit at the bench and watch the fire for a while. But that's going to do it for today, guys. Hope you guys did enjoy the episode. I do appreciate you watching as always. I'll catch you next time right here in Lumberjack's Dynasty. But until then, have a good one.